The Slimy. This is my review on Wu-Tang Clan Season 2, Episode 10, the finale. Okay, another good episode by Wu-Tang. I'm really enjoying this series. I like this series a whole lot. Wow, I hope it get renewed for a Season 3. I love to enjoy this series and definitely enjoy the finale. Left a lot of, Easter eggs of what's going to come for next season, but also ended on proper, stuff that was supposed to end on. So didn't leave us no blanks. They filled the story how they supposed to and got you ready for what's coming next season. So first off in this episode, we see them filming the video for Protect Your Neck. For Protect Your Neck. So it was very interesting, very entertaining. I did not know Master Killer was part of that body. The other part of the head got chopped off. Cause like I said, Master Killer, this before he even joined the Wu-Tang, but he was always, like I said, he was always that guy like in the background, wasn't just the guy that was with them, but was inspired and wanted to become a rapper and wanted to rap as well. Also, Master Killer, we did see him do a song. He had actually I already read about that before too. He actually did one of the last songs on the album. He had just made a cut off their album, or their first Wu-Tang debut album. I already read something about that before hand, but they showing how like he was like the last person to do a verse on the song. On their album, last person to do a verse on that album, on the Wu-Tang album. So it was good to see that. Like Master Killer, he seems like that chill, low key guy. Even I saw him in interviews on Vlad TV. He's the low key, cool, humble guy. Seems like he's the more chill one out of the Wu Tang. Of course, he's not technically an original member, but he was there kind of from the beginning, like when they dropped their first album. But that's so pretty much we get to see that. Also, we see somebody trying to sign Expect the Deck to a deal. One of the guys that was with, I forgot the guy's name, that was with Ghostface back in the day. I mean, from last season when they was having, Park Hill, that, Staten Island beef and everything like that. So we got, so we got to see him come back again, and ODB tells Expect that. Nah, I don't sign that. What you doing, man? We ain't signing that. Like, don't sign that deal. So we got to see with that. I don't, like I said, because with the part of the deal they got with Loud Records, everybody can get solo deals. So that's what's kind of part of it. They all can sign solo deals. So we see more of that coming in this episode. We also see that like stuff kind of turns, and we see why it turns for the worse. When some artists don't want to sign a deal, they get signed to. But yeah, but expect somebody did actually try to sign Expect the Deck. Like I said, I don't know what that definitely not would have happened or not. But Expect the Deck, like I said, Expect the Deck is the most underrated member of Wu Tang and one of the most underrated artists. I'm gonna keep on repeating, keep on saying how much underrated he is. And we see in the episode exactly why like he probably didn't take off like he was supposed to. But also, but also as well as episode, we see Devon run to one of his old friends. Y'all remember from season one, one of the guys he had their back when they got locked up together. You know, back he was saying, Devon told him, hey, we stand down up in jail. It don't matter about the streets or which side who on. We stand down and we got to rip our sit up in. So we see that guy. He's also in the Protect Your Neck video as well. So we see all that. Then okay, but then also as well, their head exec Steve actually gets them to gets them a show, gets them to perform, gets them a booking in Atlanta where they get to perform with Outkast, Jam Master Jay, Naughty by Nature, everybody. Which I didn't know. I forgot, Outkast. Shout out to Outkast too, man. They legends over here in Georgia. I forgot how long Outkast been out. Outkast, Goody Mob, those like the original Georgia people. 3 Stacks still to me is like probably the best lyricist to ever come out of Georgia. Definitely one of the top 10 lyricists. People want to talk about 3 Stacks now, I guess, because of his albums. He never had a solo project. I feel like that's why he doesn't get mentioned a lot. But what he's done with verse-wise and features, rappers are done with their careers. I talk. I can talk more about it on Slime Media Sports Stats Hip Hop, but I definitely gotta put that out there. 3 Stacks. He done with features and verses on other people's albums. Rappers are done with their careers. That's how good his features and verses is. So if you don't know about 3 Stacks at all, look him up. But look up 3 Stacks. But definitely one of the best lyricists out there. Or look up Outkast and Goody Mob music. Period. If you from Georgia, you already know about Outkast and Goody Mob. But you're not. Look both of those groups up and look up 3 Stacks best verses. It'll blow your mind away. But long story short, I'm gonna get to the part. I'm gonna get to another part as well. When they all saw solo deals, they talk about Def Jam wanted Meth and ODB. And I talked about this in my last video where I said Meth does sign with Def Jam. Meth's the only one that stayed with Def Jam. Ghostface actually does do a deal with Def Jam. That's later on in his career, but Meth is the only one that actually was with Def Jam and stayed with Def Jam for a while. ODB won't sign with Def Jam. That's his big dream. He always wanted to be with Def Jam. He was a kid. And Devon and Bobby have a talk about it. Okay, Risen, RZA said, nah, I think he should go with Electra, which I said that's who both another two labels that wanted Wu-Tang, but he should go to Electra. And Von's like, you sure Dirty gonna be cool with it? And he's like, well, nah, we take care of him, we looking out for him, because he feels like, which is very smart. He feels like ODB should sign with Electra because he can keep his music in the next 20 years. He'll have his own music and his grandkids, everything. He'll own all his music. And which, rappers don't, of course, know about that more than they did back then. When you own your own music, own everything, that's definitely better and everything when you own your own music. So he felt like it was a better deal in the long run for ODB to sign with Electra. He can get his own music. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, when ODB finds out about that, Bobby just had to tell him when they're at the train station, Bobby tells him, hey man, Mess signed at Def Jam, you gonna sign with Electra. I already signed the paperwork and everything over. You signed with Electra. ODB is pissed, he's heated, he's angry, he's trying to explain to him. Riz is trying to explain, I'm doing it for your own good, I'm trying to help you out and everything. ODB ain't hearing it. He upset, they get into a scuffle, they get to fight. And this, I guess, what starts the relationship with RZA and ODB, why they weren't as close, why, they were more separate from each other in the later on in the years, I guess. Everything when they, of course, they still had love for each other. But that's why, of course, their relationship wasn't as tight. I guess after that, because he, that's ODB wanted to be with Def Jam, because who doesn't want to be with Def Jam? But like I said, RZA's looking out for him in the long run. It'd be better for his future to be with Electra. And I think later on in his career, I did hear ODB try to get back with Def Jam because he was trying to sign. He was trying to sign with Rockefeller. I think back in the day, Rockefeller, because he was in State Property 2. Y'all ever seen that movie, State Property 2? It's a good movie as well. You should check that out. But in State Property 2, ODB is in there. So I think later on he was trying to sign Rockefeller because Rockefeller was with Def Jam, under Def Jam at that current time. So I think he still did try to get to Def Jam later on in his career before, his untimely passing. But yeah, so he always wanted to be with Def Jam. So I guess that's what caused the rift between him and RZA right there, where RZA wanted him in the long run to be Electra, ODB wanted to be with Def Jam. So, but that starts off that starts a riff with them. Now when they get to perform in Atlanta, before they get to perform and go out to Atlanta, RZA asks, Jizza, has you seen him? Have you seen, ODB at all dirty? And he said, nah, let him be him, be cool, if he ain't heard from me, ain't heard from him, So they come to Atlanta, RZA looking for ODB, where ODB at and everything. And not till the camera gets on him, that's when that's actually when we finally see ODB pop up and show up out of nowhere. Like they always say, ODB did always say later on in his career, he always popped up and showed up out of nowhere, and he shows up right over there with them and all that. But before they get a chance to perform, the promoter booked some out, said, nah, y'all can't get on. I'm not taking out Run DMC for y'all. JMSJ and Run DMC. I forgot this name group. JMSJ and Run DMC out for y'all. So he's just like, man, whatever. They said, one of the guys said Run DMC does like their music, so he might get him on for one song or something like that. But Wu-Tang wasn't hearing it. Wu-Tang wasn't hearing that at all. So the promoter was acting like, oh, nah, I can't put you on. He was just acting like he wasn't feeling like, man, I ain't finna let y'all on. I ain't finna do that. Then Bobby, RZA gets gangsta on this part. RZA said, hey, we going to go in there and mob. We going to do what we got to do perform. We going to take it out and perform. So they get the bra. They grab some of the bras and the ski mask is on. They pretend to make sure that ski mask said. When the promoter goes out there and talk and tells everybody, oh, hey, what's up, y'all on stage. I think RZA's the one. Bobby pushes them off the stage, and they come out perform their song. They all just get busy. They just turn up. They turn up the crowd. And right there, Devon and Power over there mess with the DJ, bullying the DJ and all that. They get them perform their song. They just like mobbing, like, you got to get your song out there. And then, boom, that skyrockets them because they down south. That gets everybody over there to mess with the Wu-Tang. They album do well. Everybody's saying they're doing fine. They're happy, doing well. Also, I never forgot well about You Guy's character. A good part for You Guy, like when You Guy gets out of jail, he goes straight to the studio with Bobby, and of course Bobby's of course not winning. He tells him like, I ain't the type person told you so, and all. But hey, I told you to leave that street stuff alone. He said, I'm really done with it. It's in the third, and You Guy actually helps out Bobby with their first album. So like I said, I didn't know You Guy helped out with the first album, but like I said, we started to see more. I guess why You Guy kind of was another guy that wasn't as famous. And the Wu-Tang wasn't that known because, like I said, he was stuck out in the streets more so. That's why he wasn't a guy that was big. Like, they didn't come out big, too, either in the Wu-Tang clan as well. But, yeah, so, also when he goes out there performing in Atlanta, that was against probation. And Meth Eason tells him, like, hey, you sure you can go out to, probation and all that. You sure you can leave the state? He's like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm straight. All right, I got it. And like I said, this was before, of course, they had social media and camera phones and all that. So he probably didn't think, like, oh, they ain't gonna catch me. But me, with me going out of state and everything like that. So, but boom, we get to the part where after they leaving that, they're doing good, they're going great. Then we see what everybody else is up to, what all the guys are doing. Now we see Master Killer and You God in the studio together. I mean, over there in the studio together, and the police come and get them. They say, "Oh, we knew that was you. We knew you was out there performing and all that." And You God gets arrested. Like I said, this is I think one of the reasons why You God was a guy that didn't take off solely. He says in interviews he was talking about RZA paid attention more so to the newer acts that came in to Wu Tang instead of him and Inspector and all that. That's why he felt like he didn't take off like that and everything. But I think also, like I said, he may have felt like You God was a liability because You God was still in the streets and all that and everything and all. And you see him getting arrested right then and there. That might be explained, like, of course, why You God wasn't a big artist to take out off the Wu Tang. So, You God could rap, he could spit, he had good bars, but another person, that's why I felt like maybe he was more on the streets too much. That's why he couldn't. That's why he didn't probably take off and blossom like that. Now also, we see what Meth is doing. Meth's happy. He's over at Def Jam. You know, he may come in the face of Def Jam doing good. Like I said, this probably what led to Meth, becoming the big movie star he is now. Like I said, he is the most famous member of the Wu Tang, and we're seeing, of course, that blossom with Def Jam. I want to explore more into that next season. Hopefully, they do have a next season, and we'll explore more into that. But we're seeing Meth become the Meth that we all know now. With Old Dirty Bastard, we see Old Dirty. We see why he was wild, why he got in trouble, and all that. He's at a bar. He's saying drinks on me and all. He goes over there to the stand. He gets to the fight with the bartender, ends up beating him up, and then everybody just walks off and just leaves. And you see more of the crazy ODB starting to come now, like with the crazy side of him. So not the crazy side of him. He's already been wild, but we're starting to see more of him becoming more wilder now. ODB. So we're starting to see that. So he's probably gonna get arrested too and get in trouble for doing this. But we see more like how wild and crazy ODB was by beating up on the bartender. So you see that's what's going on with him. Then Devon, he finds out his girlfriend, she's pregnant while he's on the phone with Wu-Tang. He's not happy now. He finds out she's pregnant, so they're finna have a baby. So see Devon's having fun. He's living his good life. Think about it. He was just in jail, I think, last season. Just getting out of jail last season. Now he's living life, having fun. At first he was just unemployed a few months ago. He didn't know where he was going. Now he's definitely doing good. And finna have a baby on the way as well. Then we see with Ghostface. Ghostface, gives his brother gives his brother pretty much an autograph of sign of all the members saying something. This only you had, nobody else had. Along with him and Shireen, they're both, of course, enjoying themselves, having fun. And all that seems like everything's good, going good for them. His brother did get sick, had a little accident while he was there earlier part in the episode. But his other brothers doing okay, and they're happy. They're happy their brother. They don't want to convince their brother going to Atlanta because first their brother wasn't finna go, but his brother convinced him, saying, "Nah, you should go." Also, the key part of the episode, one of his brothers said too, "You're always taking care of everybody. When you're gonna take care of yourself?" When he talks about, Shireen, he said Shireen should not be taking care of herself too. But like I said, good parts seem like they're happy their relationship and blossom doing good. I want to know what happened to their relationship, and all that, because I obviously know they don't stay together. But I'm interested to see what happened, what caused the turn, and why they didn't stay together. But like I said, they're living good. They're probably one of the kids that's doing good right now. So Ghostface having fun, living his life, doing good, having his baby, him and Shireen, his brother's good. He's a big time, rapper now. And Ghostface, like I said, he's my favorite member of the Wu-Tang. Ghostface, I always say Expected that comes second, but Ghostface definitely at first. He's probably like maybe still the third most famous member of Wu-Tang just because how consistent he's always been with albums. Like Ghostface, I think of the album coming out next year, supposed to be executive produced by none other than Kanye West. So that shows you how consistent Ghostface has always been in the rap game. He's probably the most consistent musically wild of anybody in the Wu-Tang. Him and Raekwon, most definitely. Also, we see with Raekwon as well, he hands his mom a check and tells his mom, "Oh, eventually you ain't got to be living here no more. You're going to live in a nice, bigger house." So Raekwon most, definitely living good, having fun. Remember, he used to he talks about earlier in the episode when he's talking to Ghostface. He saw also see the relationship of how they become so close as they are, starting off as enemies and now very very close friends. He said just a few years ago I was sitting up, on the rooftop and everything, just staying over there off the rooftop. Now he's finna be living in a big house, nice and living good. So he's happy. He's enjoying himself right now. Then we get to Bobby. Bobby's girl, remember from Ohio, his girl from Ohio comes back and comes sees him. She's happy. She's loving. They both loving like they happy and they good together. Then this what happened. This is definitely like the big climactic moment. This what led to why Inspector Deck didn't pop off like he was supposed to. A big flood happens because of a big storm in New York, and I'm wondering this is when this happens. The big flood happened. I think they all talk about, and boom, a big flood does happen. While him and his girl in the bed together, they just sitting laying there. He's like, "Oh my goodness, my music, my music." And one of those tapes that flooded and messed up and never got to put out was Inspector Deck's tape. And like I said, because of that, Inspector Deck talks about lying in all his interviews. Says when that flood happened and his tape got messed up, that's why he felt like he didn't take off and he didn't become big as he should have been, because of that flood that happened and messed up his tape, that messed up his time when he felt like it was gonna be his shine to have his album out. So I feel like that was, like I said, that's a big part why Inspector Deck didn't take off. So we'll probably explore more into that definitely, next season. And we also see Inspector not really doing too much. To see him just see somebody else spray paint the wall of Wu-Tang and he said, "Oh, I like it." That's the only thing we see Inspector Deck. But right now, Inspector's living good, living his life too, having fun. But yes, that's a big part. The flood. I don't know what that causes like a lot of people in the group are not gonna have their music not be able to get put out just because like wow, just based on the fact just because like his just because of that big flood. So wow, it's just what I'm saying. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what that leads to, how that happened. Relationship with Oli being RZA. I'm interested to see how the relationship is now after what RZA did. So like I said, I enjoyed this. I enjoy Wu-Tang. I will be doing reviews on season 3 when they announce it. That season 3, I'm pretty sure it's definitely gonna get renewed for season 3. So I'm definitely can't wait for that. I'm excited. Like I said, I love this series. One of my favorite series. I wish we could get more musical groups do like documentary shows like this when they talk about their life, because this is definitely very entertaining. I'm learning a lot still and make me want to read and research more and more stuff about the Wu-Tang. But I loved it. I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed this. Like I said, it's a good finale. Ended on stuff it was supposed to end to. It was supposed to end on and letting the stuff that we're gonna see next season. See what that flood really does for a lot of artists on the Wu-Tang now. Like, cause RZA, lost pretty much a lot of his music, and a lot of music getting messed up. Cause he said earlier about he was asking could they fix stuff on his new house and all that, could they fix it and everything, and that led to the flood. So, well, like I said, we'll see. I can't wait. Like I said, this is Sly Media. Like I said, if you like any content, any reviews, any TV shows, any movies, or any superhero shows, please subscribe and check me out right here on Sly Media. And check out Sly Media Sports / Hip Hop. Just type in Sly Media Sports, all one word. You want to check out, do reviews on music and sports games. Also, I got a Patreon coming out. I got a Patreon right now out as well called Sly Media Entertainment. Y'all make sure y'all check me out right now on that. So this is Sly Media. My next video, probably I don't know if I'm doing a review on a movie Dune. I heard a lot of good stuff about that. I might do a review on that. I don't know yet. Like I said, it depends on what I see. I'll let y'all know whenever. I'll put out another video and let y'all know when another video is coming. That's just how I do it. So, because I know a lot of TV shows are ending right now. Only thing I know is coming next month is Hawkeye. I'll see how that looks first. Then I'll decide I want to review on Hawkeye or not. Then also Power, of course, BMF still going on, so I'm going to continue to do reviews on that. And after BMF is Power, so I'll still do reviews on BMF and Power, both all the 50 Cent shows. But Stargirl ends next week. That's finale for that. So I don't know what's that. They're not gonna do nothing on Flash because I'm not really interested. I haven't been really interested in Flash that much, and plus the last season, so there's no reason for me to do a review on Flash. But yeah, any movies that's coming, I definitely want to do a review on Internals, and Dune I might do a review on. I don't know yet, but I might do a review on Dune. But this is Sly Media. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good night.